Hello, my friends. Welcome to this video about ICTs in foreign language teaching and learning. My name is Helmut Torres Hernandez. You already know me. Well, first of all, I want to say that I feel very bad about that we couldn't use that good software which was MoveNode. Even I have to tell you that I installed it in my cellular phone, my mobile, and but it didn't work. It didn't work well. All the presentation or display of the application is okay, but when you try to record it, it doesn't do anything. It apparently it records, but when you want to save what you recorded, it doesn't do anything. So let's go straight to the point. This is my topic. It was topic number one on the list of the topic that we selected for this activity. And I want to know, and I want to start a little bit with this slide. We talked about the history of all of these ICTs before talking about education. And if you look on the left of the screen, you look what is called now connectivity. You can see that a tablet is connected to a mobile phone, and it's connected to a TV and to another tablet, and to a desktop computer, and even to a laptop, and then to another TV. Well, a lot of things. And if you see in the middle of all of these, if you can see things like here, like here, like here, you see that there is internet connection, Wi-Fi, there is a cloud, there are social networks, there are other kinds of cell phones. You can do shopping online, calls, yeah. Obviously, many things that are on the web are available to do through these situations, which is very nice to do. And as well, at the right image of this slide, you can see what all things that you use for to be a little bit safer in your computer. So you see there are passwords and the emails and the navigation on the internet and calendars, and but you have obviously security and tools and virus which help you keep your computer clean, and is one of the most important things. The relation that we have between these two, basically these two pictures, regards to allow doing all things on the left, your computer has to be well equipped with things on the right. Yeah. Mm, if you're not able to use some of these programs and software and tools are not available for you on your computer, it's going to be very difficult to do many of the activities you have on the left. Yep. But after that, let's go to talking about teaching and learning languages. It is very important uh, to read in the lower part, in the bottom of the of this screen, uh, this important message. The role of ICTs encourages interactive language teaching and learning. And if you see there is like a cycle, or maybe probably a group of situations that you can do about learning online. For example, you have a 24/7 access from anywhere, everywhere, anytime. You can have access if you want to go at 2 in the morning. You can do that. Meanwhile, you have connection, yeah, and even in places where probably there is no much. Uh, Signal in the internet, you can with some difficulty, but you can have access and connection, yeah, that allows a live communication and consultations between teachers and students, an interaction, a common interaction that can be synchronous or asynchronous. If you can chat, which is synchronous, or probably you can post something in a forum, which is asynchronous. But anyway, you can do it. And there are some tools that are used for learning, which can be webinars, forums, web conferences, Yes, and those and some even classes on through videos like this video I'm recording right now that help and enhance audio and visual learning. Yep, through the videos and images and to the audio you have. Yep. You can use your email to send messages to your teachers and partners. Teachers have the opportunity of setting and through the platforms and their timetables, the lesson plans, and they can design exams and tests online, and they can publish the results, and the students can consult with their password in their access, having access to the platform. How was it? They can do surveys and polls. Yeah, and obviously it is possible to keep downloading materials for study and obviously uploading, and so you can have ebooks, videos, and all that stuff. And all of this is gathered in a website student portal, which is a virtual learning environment uh, as good as the one we have in for students in UNAD. So I believe this picture has a good summary of many of the things that can be done in this teaching and learning languages process. But what does it is needed for? What is needed to for a teacher to be a good online teacher? This image that resembles the character of Inspector Gadget has many things and characteristics that an online teacher should have. For example, it is a must to have good web access to this kind of teacher. They have to be creative and publishing. They have to have a very good management of information. They probably have to establish different relationship between himself or herself and the styles of learning and styles of teaching in the way that they have to change some things in the way they teach. Yeah, so they are helping in this construction process of building new paradigms in education. They need to have a good management of learning environments. Obviously, they need to have very good ITs management in order to be a good online teacher. And obviously, at the end, it says return home, but it talks about that they need to go home and they can still working at home. That is the way that even they have a lot of things to do, they can do that from home, and that's very important. This pyramid that you have here is talks about what we can do through many software and apps. Some of them online, some others that you have to install them in the computer. But probably if you see with some if you stare at the very carefully at this picture, you will recognize some logos and some companies. For example, if you look in, there are five characteristics of and processes of the human beings that can be promoted through different software and apps. So remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Actually, there are six, not five. They can be promoted through all these software. For example, if you go to remembering, you can recognize that there is a slide share some there is shared with understanding. You can look in different of these steps. You can look some things related to Google, Google News, Google Translate, Google Finance, Google Trends, yeah, Google Analytics, yeah, and there are many of them. And in evaluating, you can find some tools to create evaluation like Ravistar, yeah, Protagonize, and Poll Daddy, which is to do surveys and polls. And in creating, which is talking about creating blogs, spaces, or like presentations, interactive presentations online, which is Prezi. which you have on the top of this pyramid. Okay. And something very important for this topic is the role of publishing houses. They have a very important role uh, because with the time they have been changing the way they display the information, and probably before they only did it by means of having the books and providing some audio and video help for them. Now you know that they have platforms, they have apps for mobile devices, software for computers. Their platforms have a lot of things to do, a lot of interactional aids and tools to be to make students and teachers work together and work in a very comfortable way. And obviously, in difference with what happened some years ago, giving the opportunity to students of learning more, having different input situations, and at the end, obviously, that is very good for teachers because they can teach better because they have a lot of resources to use, and they have a lot of things to make students do. Okay. Finally, this is the other side of the coin, and it is these platforms, English learning English learning platforms, which probably are not supported by a publishing house. They are not supported by books. They are basically created to develop any particular skill. Particularly, most of them they help people developing things related to conversation and interaction, and how to defend yourself once you are in an English-speaking country because you're going to travel, something like that. But what we have to be very careful about it is what you do with it, how you um, how you uh, what are the reasons you selected the platform or the service, and if that really works for you. Many people have been profoundly disappointed with these services because probably they were not what they expected before, and obviously that is a bad point because that can make students feel uncomfortable, and at the same time not having intentions to try to learn the language in future opportunities. Okay, my friends, I believe that was all in this topic that was selected by me, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you could understand all the things that I try to explain to you through the video. Okay, thank you a lot of love and peace and love for you, and we'll see you next time, and thank you, bye bye.